Greetings to you all. Welcome to Creative Writers. Pen Crowns Vision. This is Creative Writers e-magazine, bi-monthly magazine from the pen of the editor. It is a happy occasion to pen a few words for this issue. First, I wish to thank all the members who are behind the screen for the successful release of this e-magazine. Really, I am happy to see the growth and involvement of all the members in and all the spheres. All these things are for the betterment and for the growth. When we do not know how to express our thoughts and feelings, which is in our mind for a long time, this magazine will help us. It will give a way to channelize. Eldest Talk by Mrs. Usha Ramesh. We do work with intense sincerity and dedication. However we do not abide by the blessings of the elders and Almighty. Yes, I would like to share an incident where the presence of God is vital in every one of us. Especially children, I remember in a couple of villages, a wife believes in God and her husband is an atheist. Every day he goes to temple, prays well, but she doesn't get closer to God. Due to a lot of commotion in the temple, she complains to her husband. He in turn joins her to the temple in order to make her pray peacefully without any disturbance. One fine day, he happens to see the deity beautifully seated on the sanctum. He realizes the power of God and develops respect to God. Yes, when we are closer to God, we get energy and spirit. Let us surrender ourselves to the Almighty. Meditate and spend minimum 15 minutes of prayer to God before you start your day. Almighty and elders' blessings are always pivotal standpoint in our career. With the best wishes, Mrs. Usha Ramesh, Academic Advisor, Bharat Montessori School, Ilanji, Kutralam. Here is another Elders Talk by Mrs. A. Sharmila Begum. Creative Writers Magazine is an e-magazine where everyone from kids to college students, even elders, are brought to showcase their talents. Through this, students write and send their paintings, poems, ideas, stories to the Creative Writers Group, which compiles and publishes as e-magazine. It gives students a lot of confidence at this young age when they see their work in the creative writers as a recognition of their work. It brings great joy to the parents and family members of the students. Thus, the students' creativity, writing skill, imagination, and thinking expands. Students have been given the freedom to do their favorite activities in their favorite subject, which is very impressive to me. This group of creative writers who are tapping the students who are addicted to cell phones after Corona period and turning them into creators. My heartiest greetings to Mrs. Brinda and all the creators, and congratulations to all the school. Congratulations to all the good souls who are not only publishing the students' work as a magazine, but also giving them certificates and medals to them. Pen is the key to open the door of dreams. Hearty wishes by Mrs. A. Sharmila Begum. Here is a foreword. Dear children, I presume that you take some of your time to read this. Rest assured that it is worth spending to learn. That it is worth spending. We learn, we are taught. We have ample opportunities to learn. We do mistakes. We hate to be called a failure. We never learn if something is not directly affecting us. We think our obedience, respect, responses, work, persistence, fear of those who put pressure on us. scold or abuses is the only real stimulants. We don't give a damn about the genuine one who is really loving and caring us. We are mostly complacent and don't feel the fire in our stomachs. Are we ready to take in? Are we ready to take on the world out of the wild? Have we got the guts to go to the adventure? Are we really bothered about the people around us? Do we treat our friends with smiles and hugs? Are we true to our feelings? Have we tried something that we call the impossible? Do we pay attention to details? Do we ever read for pleasure? Do we make sense of our synthesis of what we learn and experience? Express yourself through sensible speech and writing. Don't worry about mistakes. Best wishes. By Mr. G. Thiravikumar, English teacher, Anna Government Model Higher Secondary School, Patishwaran, Tanjavur District. Thank you, sir. From the pen of the editor. Dear young budding writers, artists and readers, greetings to you all. Creative Writers Group makes its maiden attempt in creating a platform for the children to express their thoughts, emotions and feelings in their own style. This is our inaugural issue. Let us pray the Almighty for His continuous blessings. We do fervently hope that God will grace this magazine's effort and give us sufficient strength. And I hope that the journey will continue to gladden the hearts of many budding writers and artists. The main objective of this magazine is to bring out the hidden latent talents of young children to limelight. There is no restriction. Students from any school, any district or state or country can participate in Creative Writers magazine. Our hearty welcome to all of you. You are free to send poems, articles, short stories in English, artwork. It is a drive to promote literary taste in the minds of the students and teachers. It is just to motivate the children to chisel and polish their hidden talents through this magazine. I am 100% confident that this will definitely help the student community for developing their writing skills and reading skills. And this will go a long way in their life. I extend my hearty thanks to all the editors and everyone concerned with Creative Writers Group and Creative Writers magazine. I solicit your continuous support for quenching the thirst of the budding writers. To be frank, I am overwhelmed with the response to our invitation for this Creative Writers magazine. This is a bi-monthly issue. This will be released 6 times in a year, irrespective of any social, and all can participate. There is no fees. This is a non-profit making, non-religious and non-political magazine. Let us grow together, prosper together and share our knowledge together. Wishing you all the very best till we meet through the next issue. Reviews of this issue are most welcome. They will be published in the next issue. So please feel free to share your thoughts for the growth of this magazine. By Admin Brinda, founder editor of Creative Writers magazine. Thank you.
Thanks to TIC team members, Mrs. Sumati, Mrs. Gayatri, Mr. Bharadwaj, Mrs. Chandralika, and Miss Sivadurga. Thank you so much.